Hello, my dear chess friends. My name is Alex. I'm from Ukraine and I am a professional chess coach. Today I want to show you an amazing and fantastic game between two ex-world champions, Vladimir Kramnik and Garry Kasparov. This game was played in 1994 in Germany. Kramnik was played with white pieces and he started d2, d4. Garry Kasparov played knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, knight f3, castle kingside, bishop e2. As we see, Kasparov have chosen the most famous and sharp weapon against d2, d4, King's Indian defense. And Vladimir Kramnik played the classical system. E5, the programming move in this line, and d5. As we see, Kramnik closed the center. He could take on e5, but this exchange gives nothing for white. As we see, exchanging on d8, and now if knight takes e5, knight takes e4, exchanging on e4, taking on e5, bishop g5, threatening bishop d8, rook e8. We see that there are two weak black squares and knight f6 check, exchanging on f6, and we see that it's a lack of development of white. It's a pin on e2 and white haven't castled yet. So black after bishop f5, rook d1, knight a6 has a very promising position. So it's a good move bishop g5 instead of taking on e5. Then it's the best move, rook e8. Also black may play c6, but rook e8 the main move in this position. Knight d5, exchange on d5 and c6. Black has no problem in this position. So in this structure, white has to gain the advantage in the center and closing the center. Typical move a7, a5 played Kasparov because he wants to move his knight on e6 and on c5, where he attacks the base of white chain on the pawn on e4. Then bishop g5, h6, threatening h takes g5, so bishop has to go away. Knight e6, castle kingside, and bishop d7. Knight to d2. This move preparing the f2, f3, protecting on e4, and the dark square bishop will go to f4, f2 maybe. Knight c5, b3, and knight takes e5, knight f takes e5. It's a queen's sacrifice, a brilliant move by Garry Kasparov. Black could also play the normal move b6 or c6, but in that game Kasparov played this fantastic move, and Kramnik has to take on d8. So bishop take d8, knight takes c3, threatening knight takes d1. So the only move queen e1, because of if queen c2, it is not moving bishop, but it's not taking bishop, but check on e2, and then after king h1 taking on d8, and black has a very big material advantage. Queen e2 played Vladimir Kramnik, and rook f takes d8. Let us calculate the material. For a queen, black has only a bishop, dark square bishop, knight on c3, and pawn on e5. We can see that there is a positional compensation for queen, but not material. Positional because of this kingside bishop, dark square bishop is very strong. We can see that there are no dark square bishop, white dark square bishop, and this bishop is a dominant piece in this position. And rook c1. First mistake by Vladimir Kramnik. I have to say that this game played blitz 5 minutes without increment, and in such positions it is very difficult to find the right way to defend. We say that white is now defending because black pieces are dominating there, and this move, rook c1, is not a good move, because the most important move will be knight b1, threatening knight c3, exchanging on e2, e4. Maybe Kramnik saw that variation in the game, but to lose the exchange, he didn't want to lose the exchange. But after knight d2, exchanging on a1, we can see that it's a good material compensation for queen, rook, light square bishop, and a pawn against queen. But we can see that white has a clear plan. He can play f2, f3, exchanging pawns, and then moving pawns on queen side in such way, threatening taking on c5. So it is a very good way for white to give out some material advantage, but to have a clear plan for the next few moves. But Kramnik moved his rook on c1, and a very important pawn on e2 was taken. Rook a1, knight b4, threatening fork on c2. Kramnik had to play bishop d1 and e4. We see that dark square bishop is a very strong piece in this position. Rook b1, rook e8. Black has a very easy plan of play for next few moves. But we can see that probably it's stronger to move first bishop to d4, preventing queen e3, because after rook e8 it was queen e3, f5, f4, rook f6, g3, rook a8. As we can see, all black pieces are standing good. It's a hole on d3. It's a good plan for f5, f4. And after king g2, black played knight bd3, rook g1. Kramnik wants to open the g file, but after f4, it's a decisive breakthrough. Black is winning. Very aggressive play by Garry Kasparov. G takes f4, rook takes f4, h5, g5. Kasparov had a better move there. Rook a5. All black pieces are attacking white king. So bishop c2 takes on f2. queen takes on f2. Because of king h1, it's mate after rook h5. Queen h3 and mate on h3. So queen takes f5, knight takes f5, bishop, king takes a5, pawn fork on e3, king e2 takes on d5, d2, king takes d2, rook takes h5, bishop takes g6, check, king e3, and very important move, knight takes b3. Knight is protected by rook b3, rook h3, so it's a winning position for black. Also, black had to take on f2, may take on f2, king h1 and g5. It's a very bad position for white. But he played g5, not allowing to open the g line. Rook f1 protected on f2, rook h4, it's bishop h3 mate. So white wants to exchange rooks, but of course Kasparov doesn't want to exchange rooks, so it's repeat, rook a f8, f3, and rook h4. As we see, the third rank is closed, and it's a bishop h3 threat again. Kramnik takes on e4, knight f4, king g1, knight c d3. It also Kasparov was also able to play bishop e5, but knight c d3 is also a good move. And then Kramnik played e5. He wants to open the position and to have maybe some options, additional options in this position, but he loses very quick this position. It's not good also to play knight f3 because of check, king h1, rook g3, e5, bishop h3, rook g1, check, and white have to take this bishop because of king h2. It's mate after rook h3, so giving the exchange, and it's a threat, knight f2, so queen takes, knight takes, king g2, and d takes e5. We can see that in this position Kasparov has two extra pawns, and white is very bad here. Black is winning. After e5, exchange on e5, taken on e5, rook c1, rook h3, knight f3, and g4. As we see, a knight on f3 is pinned by a rook, so knight takes e5, retrieving the queen, but it's too late. Rook takes e3, knight takes d7, check, king g2, exchange on f1 and g3, king g2 and knight f4. As we see, it's a very bad position for white because of king f1 is the only move. King g1 will be mate after rook e2, but after king f1 black can play simply g2, king f1, the only move again, and rook h3, threatening rook h1 and g2, g1 queen. So Kramnik in this position after knight f4 resigned. Very amazing game, very aggressive play by Garry Kasparov. He demolishes his strong young opponent by black pieces in king's Indian defense. I hope that this game you like this game very much, and thank you for your attention.